Salutations. Hey, little follow-up on the spare tire blues video. I didn't go to the dealership and give them a piece of my mind. I figured that would be an exercise in futility. But what I did do is I went on the computer and I started doing a little bit of research. Because the question remained, why would General Motors, after 100 years of manufacturing automobiles, would start to eliminate spare tires in a car that cost $25,000 new? Well, I have to apologize to General Motors for my outburst and my slander against that fine company, because it really wasn't General Motors' fault. If you really want to place the blame squarely on somebody's shoulders, you need to thank the people in Washington, D.C. in their infinite wisdom in their attempt to save the environment from us. This is really gonna probably piss you off, but the only way the manufacturers can get away or bring their fleet averages down is to cut weight. So by eliminating the tire and the jack from the trunk area, they're gaining 0.4 miles per gallon. Say what? I'll let you soak on that for a minute. The reason why there's no spare tire in a new car is because the government is requiring the manufacturer to get a fleet average of 34.5 miles per gallon. And the only way to do that is to eliminate the tire, the weight from the car. Yeah. Pull the spare tire out of the car, you save 60 pounds. Put this cheesy thing in its place. You might as well not put anything in there. Yeah. I try to use that here in the summertime, it'll probably melt right into the pavement. Say what? I try to use that here in the summertime, it'll probably melt right into the pavement. So, as someone who lives in a very harsh environment, especially in the summer, where dehydration is a killer out here, your life is worth 0.4 miles per gallon. Oh, but there is a silver lining. If you go down to your neighborhood dealership and you decide that you're going to purchase a new car, they'll offer that spare tire kit. It's an actual option on your list that you can put a check in the box, and for $100, and a $25,000 car, $100 really isn't going to break the bank, right? It's not your money anyway. It's the bank's money, which is a topic for a totally separate video. But it's a $100 option. So you might be saying, well, Rick, why don't you just suck it up there, cupcake, and go down to the dealership and lay down a C-note and pick up that spare tire kit. Oh, no. It's a $100 option on a brand new car. If you go back after you've bought the car, or say you bought a used car like we did, and you don't have a spare tire and you want a spare tire kit, it's $578 option. Say what? It's $578. I know, right? Nope. But the point I was trying to make in my first video is that the reason why that having no spare really irritated me was because what if I was with my family in Death Valley in August, and 15 minutes of a little discomfort swapping out a tire, and I'd have been on the road again, or waiting for God knows how long for somebody, for AAA to call somebody, if I could even get cell service, to call somebody and send a tow truck out to Death Valley when it's 125 degrees. This is what happens when you let legislators run amok. And it's only going to get worse, because by 2020, all new cars manufactured, 2025 I think, all new cars manufactured, according to Lord Obama, are going to have to get a 50 mile per gallon fleet average. That car would be an awesome vehicle that had a V6 option. They didn't offer a V6 option. I had a 1999 Grand Am that I just sold. Go look in the archives, that little POS. I sold that car with 210,000 miles on it, and it would drive circles around that car. It was a smaller car, and this car only has four-cylinder, I think 3 4-cylinder options. Put a V6 in that thing and be a rocket ship. But they can't, because their fleet has to have 34.5 miles per gallon average. So, what are my options? Well, I could run down to the dealership, grab my ankles, and let them sock it to me for $580. That ain't gonna happen. I'm not spending $580. That's a couple of guns, a couple of cheap guns. That's that's a lot of ammunition. So I'm not gonna spend that kind of money on a spare tire kit. I'm gonna go to the junkyard and get a jack. I don't think I have it anymore. I checked the trailer. I might have a little scissor jack, but either way, I need to get a jack, and I'll probably just end up going down to Harbor Freight and buying a little socket kit, a little cheap socket set, so I can take the tire off if I have to, and search around for a spare tire at the junkyard that has the same bolt pattern as the Malibu. Or I'll probably go on, if I can't find one at the junkyard, I'll have to go on eBay and spend $150 for a space saver spare tire. It's a result of over-regulation and the government mandating companies do things that the technology doesn't exist yet for them to do. So things are going to get a lot worse before they get better. You watch, the price of cars are going to exceed, in my lifetime, an entry-level car is going to be a 6-figure car. There's a lot of reasons for that, and I don't have time to go into it, but don't buy a car unless there's a freaking tire in the trunk. Fair enough? So, I hope I never have to make another negative video like this again. I appreciate your comments, and so if you haven't seen the previous video, I'll put a link somewhere up here. I'll put a link to the previous video that I made last Sunday, and I'll put a link in the description to an article by Edmonds, and talks about this very topic. And I'll put another link in the description to that video here on YouTube that shows the old dude showing you how to, use the tire sealant. And, you tell me, do you think that's going to work? It didn't work for me. And Fix-A-Flat has been around for a long time, and I've never had a can of Fix-A-Flat work. It's never done what it's advertised to do. So if you haven't so far, go ahead and click on the subscribe button. I think it's down here, or it might be over here. I think it's over here. I don't know. It's down there someplace. Go ahead and click on the subscribe button if you haven't done that yet. Comment in the comment section if you're so inclined. And until next time, you have yourself a splendid day. Have fun, stay safe. Don't be a Richard. And I'll catch you on the next one. All right? Bye.